Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you in another video. All right, so uh, it seems as if, I don't know if this is actually official, but it's damn close to official. The New Orleans Pelicans have until tomorrow to either allow us to keep our pick for this upcoming season and take next year's pick, or vice versa. And it appears they're going to let us keep this year's pick, meaning we will have the 17th overall pick. That's the news that's going around right now, all but official at this point. So this was the lesser of the two preferred options for me as a Laker fan, even though I really am pretty excited about being able to pick at 17, not necessarily trade away to pick, even though that's something that is real and could actually happen. Maybe even likely to happen if you listen to some sources. But I would have preferred New Orleans take the pick this year ultimately, so that next year, I think with more of a risk for our team to be a little worse in general, we would have had a pick that's likely going to have a better draft attached to it, draft class that is. So, but this is also going to be fine because I think we can use the 17th pick and do good things with it this season too. I think anytime you're in our position where you've mortgaged picks any year, whether it's a great draft or not, the idea of bringing in something that you need or something that could pop is something that I'm excited about personally. So I don't want the Lakers to package this pick and send it somewhere for some random role player, or package it together to take on a star unless that star is of a certain caliber like Donovan Mitchell. I don't want to see us do the trade to the Nets for Dorian Finney-Smith or something like that. That would make me very unhappy. I think the idea is to try to take a center in this draft. I think there is a very small chance the Lakers use this pick on Bronny James. I think it's more likely that we will use the 55th pick for him, but Phoenix is looming at 22, I believe it is. So the chance that we use that pick on Bronny does exist, though I don't think it's very high. I actually just watched this 15-minute breakdown video of Bronny James on Floor and Ceilings, and he's pretty much what I thought. I didn't know he had a 6'7" wingspan, so that's very helpful, given the fact that he's only like 6'2". He's going to have to work on his handle and stuff like that. I encourage you guys to check out that breakdown because he really broke down Bronny's game pretty good. He's not a ball sticker, or the ball doesn't stick to him very much. He lets it go quickly. He's good in frantic, hectic, fast break type situations, and he picked up his dad's passing gene. I don't know if it's on his dad's level, but he's really good defensively and can really pass the rock. And the shooting should come around, but he's going to have to develop. So we're going to have to let him use some G League time down there, man. We are responsible for developing him properly. And my mindset is that he will be a Laker one way or another. I'm excited about that. I'm in the minority as to say that I want this player on my team just under the right circumstances. I don't want him to go to Phoenix. But I also am ready to wait on him a lot longer than it seems like everybody who's in his corner is ready to wait on him, as it pertains to how well he can come in and help right now. And I think it's unfortunate because I think if it doesn't work out, he'll likely be moved. And that defeats the purpose of bringing in a raw, talented player like this. If your intention is for him to pop right now so that you can have him on the floor with his dad, then you defeat the purpose of what it means to bring in a raw, young guy. The idea should be, let's develop him and he will be ready to be a contributor in about 3 years. I know that's not the plan, so I'm frustrated with that. And I think we're going to waste the pick that we use on a player that we're not serious about developing. That's what bothers me about Bronny James' situation as it pertains to the LA Lakers. But I like the piece, man. He's athletic, and that long arm, 6'7" length with his vertical should make him a very, very helpful piece in lob situations. I think it could be fun watching him catch balls and lobs. He seems to be very strong in regards to stealing the ball. In situations where you sleep, he could be a pest. Very good defensively, both on and off the ball, but especially off the ball. So he's one of those guys that can really help us when he fully develops. And I don't want his confidence to be broken by the obvious nature of the Laker organization being a hard place to play to begin with, and then the pressure on him to live up to the expectations of Clutch, of his father, and then live up to the name that he has attached to him. And it's just a lot coming up against this kid, and I just want to see him develop just like anyone else in this situation. I would prefer him go back to school or spend the first year or two in the G League. So that's my point of view, but I would like to have Bronny picked up in the draft or undrafted. I would prefer him go undrafted, like we did with Austin Reeves. I think it's no chance anyone else takes him outside of LA and Phoenix, and I'd like the Lakers to leave him on the board and then bring him in as an undrafted free agent. But I know that that's not what Clutch wants or Bron wants, so we're likely going to use a 55 overall pick to get him. I do think there's some players in the 55 pick range that may be more ready to help us, or maybe have the metrics necessary to be a bit more of a threat than Bronny. But I think it's safer to take him in the second round and the first round. So I'd be very surprised if we don't walk away with Bronny as a Laker. So that's really what it is. Just want to kind of break down what I just saw and let you guys know that the 17th overall pick is more than likely at this point to be ours. Pelicans got to let everybody know before tomorrow, and I think they're essentially doing that now. So 17 is ours. I got a couple guys in that range that I think we should take a look at 17. Obviously, we need a center, but I do think it's a decent chance that if the Lakers keep the pick, they'll probably see more value in a different position, because there are some dope guys in that range potentially that don't play that position. Maybe we trade 17 down, and maybe take the center that you want, get in the mid-20 range, and it'll be a little safer to take certain guys that may be more likely to fit us. And maybe add a little something else on top of that, of course. I think that makes a lot of sense. Trading down if you just have to get a center. Maybe even be able to get the player you want at 17 if you trade down. Anyway, so that might also be a thing, but that's pretty much where my mind is in regards to the LA Lakers. I haven't heard anything else added to what we've talked about already. The coaching staff is seemingly being formed. JJ Redick is still the leading front runner for that position, but he's going to have to likely wait until the end of the finals before he would be hired and introduced as the coach of the Lakers. But that's what the tea leaves read right now. And yeah, that's pretty much where we're at, man. This wasn't going to be that long of a video. I didn't really have too much to add to that. So I will sign out from there. BDF44. I thank y'all for watching. I'm out.